My Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me.
Yeah.
My Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.
I really do this.
I'm a hybrid fan. I'm a stand-up man.
Yeah.
They be hating on the squads, but they really a fan. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we got some things to talk about. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I'm gonna keep it all the way 1,000 with y'all. I don't know, man. We gotta talk about it though. Like, look, we gotta talk about it. The Minnesota Vikings versus the Los Angeles Rams game. We got to talk about it. We got to vent. We got to talk that talk for a few minutes. I'm not going to be on too long, but we have to talk about it. And listen, right? I slept on it. I thought it through a little bit, and I was thinking to myself, how did that happen? My boy Two Evils in the building. How Mike Cut Maxie. Stop the cap. But listen, man, if you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. We go live for Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And we have fun. We talk about our favorite team, the mighty Minnesota Vikings. And even during this off season, we're going to talk about our team, and we're going to do mock drafts. We're still going to have fun. So, yeah. But getting back to what I was saying, man, it's just that how we went down these last couple of weeks, you know, I think they said 21 straight drives, the Vikings didn't get a touchdown. How is that possible with a coach that is supposed to be this great offensive-minded coach, head coach, right? And no, I don't want to fire KOC, but I want the offensive responsibilities to the play calling to not be on him all like that. I want an offensive coordinator that he can give that responsibility to, because obviously it's too much. He's very good, but he needs to get some of that responsibility. He got to delegate some of the responsibilities. Just like he's not like talking to Brian Flores on what he should do. He should do the same thing with offense. He's the head coach. You got to manage the whole team, not just the offense. So I feel like we got to figure out the offensive coordinator that can match J.J. McCarthy. That's the key. Finding the right offensive coordinator that can match the strengths and help his strengths get a lot better and mask his weaknesses, which I don't think J.J. McCarthy has too many weaknesses. So it's just like, we just have to find it. That's number one. Number two, like, how the Vikings lost this game, bro. Like losing 27-9, right? And I'm going to keep it real with you. This could have been so much better. Like, I look at when I think about what happened during the game, I'm just like, missed opportunities, man. I believe Hill missed that block punt. That messed up call when I think it was actually a fumble recovery for a touchdown would have made it 10-10. You know what I mean? In that first half. That's some bull crap. Or was that the second half? I think it's the first half. But that's some bull crap plays, man. And we still could have lost. But I'm just saying the momentum definitely changed when that play was taken back and we didn't get that touchdown, that fumble for a touchdown. And it's just like, it just sucks because in the first half, the defense was just like screwed. Like, the first half, the defense was absolutely terrible. This loss was freaking crazy. This loss was so freaking like confusing for me, because it's just like, how did you show up to this game like this, man? The defense did what they did in the first half. They got cooked. Whatever the Rams wanted to do, especially giving it to their tight end, you know what I mean? It could have got worse. He got hurt. I don't wish injury. Hopefully Tyler Higbee is good for the Eagles game. You know what I mean? I don't wish injuries on no players. But Tyler Higbee was cooking us in the first half. You know what I'm saying? He got hurt, but the run game was solid in the first half. But after all the first half shenanigans happened, right? The one thing that I give a lot of respect for the defense, because even though the offense was struggling in that first half, couldn't get it together, 3 and outs, turning the ball over twice. It was bullcrap, right? Sam Darnold turned into the Sam Darnold that we knew when he was with the dang on Jets, the same Sam Darnold that we knew when he was with the dang on 49ers and all the other teams he was on. I don't even know. Don't even matter, right? He turned back into that Sam Darnold. And it's not just his fault. It's the offensive line and yada, 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 offensive play calling, all that. But my whole thing is like, how did we get here? How did we honestly get here? And you know what it is? It's because the way the team is built. I always say this, right? Through the whole offseason, I said, championship caliber teams, not only you got to have the quarterback, you have to have that running game, which we had a pretty good running game. You know what I mean? It wasn't the worst running game. It was top. I don't know what we were ranked overall throughout the year. We just wasn't consistent running the ball. And we ran the ball at the wrong times. We was running the ball when we was down 3 scores, which makes no sense. That just doesn't, I'm just confused about that, KOC. Come on, bro. Like, you too good of a coach to be doing stuff like that. But it's just like, I always say in the offseason, the way to build a Super Bowl caliber team, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, is to build the trenches. Now, I understand we lost Christian Darrisaw. I don't know what week it was, week 7, week 8, whatever week it was. We lost him, right? And that was a hurt piece. That was the biggest hurt piece, honestly, all season. I'm going to keep it real. That was a hurt piece in the middle of the season. We needed our tackle, and he got hurt out for the season. We replaced him with Cam Robinson, and it was good for a couple of games. Cam Robinson was solid, but after that, he started to show some weaknesses, and you know why they gave him up, and he won't be back. I don't think he will be back. But it's just like, I feel like you got to build the trenches. Now, talking about the trenches, because I know I'm not giving first of all, I'm not giving Sam Darnold no excuses. A lot of people are going to try to give Sam Darnold excuses. I'm not doing it. There's plenty of times he could have threw the ball away. There's plenty of times he held the ball. See, the offensive line wasn't good. But there's plenty of times he held the ball too long trying to wait for a play to develop. And that goes with play calling, but that goes for Sam Darnold too. If you really that guy, if you're a franchise quarterback like you want to be, right, you got to call an audible and change some stuff up. Can I talk that talk?
Talk that talk.
Now the thing about it, if you not calling audibles and changing some things up, and you're just relying on the dang on coach to make all the decisions for you, I don't believe that's a franchise quarterback. I need someone that's going to be like, I'm not, this is high level here. I'm going to say Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes. I need somebody like that. And I think we have him in J.J. McCarthy, and I'm going to get to that shortly. But it's like Sam Darnold is like one of those quarterbacks that just relies too much on everybody, man. Kind of like the Kirk Cousins situation. Where he couldn't call no audibles. He didn't have that it factor. Sam Darnold doesn't have that it factor. And I agree with Stephen A. Smith said during the regular season when we was winning games left and right. We was winning games by a point. We was winning games by 3. We was winning games. A win's a win, doesn't matter. But at the same time, the one thing I respect about Stephen A. Smith and what he said, I'm going to save my true opinion. In other words, this is what Stephen A. Smith said. I'm going to save my true opinions about this Vikings team when they get to the playoffs. Because we went 14-3. And we got knocked out in the first round. One and done. Right? So that's how I look at it. From this day forward, for me, as a Viking fan, y'all could do what y'all want. But for me, I'm talking for me, I can care less. As long as we get into the playoffs, I don't care if we're a wild card team. I would love to be a first seed, but that don't really matter to me. I look at it like this. Get in the playoffs, and then we'll see what happens. But I'd rather barely make it to the playoffs or get into the playoffs not winning 14 games and win a playoff game than having 14 wins with a chance for the number 1 seed, lose that game terribly by the Lions. The Lions beat the brakes off of us, and then lose to the dang on Rams. Like, this is so embarrassing, man. Like, that's why I'm a very optimistic fan. I'm a very positive fan for the most part, but I got to talk my talk and keep it real. This loss it's on the whole team, right? But really, this loss is on KLC, Sam Darnold, offensive line, play calling, time management, play calling, Sam Darnold. It's not on the defense. The defense shut down a team that scored 24 points in the first half. And guess what the Rams finished with? 3 points for the whole game. Can I talk? No, they finished with 27 for the whole game. Can I talk that talk?
Talk that talk.
So they only scored 3 points in the second half, and the Vikings offense did nothing in the second half besides that one touchdown. And then they had the nerve to actually go for the extra point. Man, get all the points you can get, man. Get every point you can get at this point. Don't need to be going for no extra point. How you got the nerve to go for an extra point when you can barely get any points? Right now, we're just trying to get some points, and we'll let them pile up, and eventually we'll get there. But you got to crawl before you walk. We got to get some dang on, what's it called? Some chemistry moving the ball down the dang on field. We got to stop going for all these big plays and throw some underneath passes, some slants, some other plays. Not every play has to be a long, deep pass to Justin Jefferson or Jordan Addison or TJ Hawkinson or Jalen Naylor or Sherfield or Brandon Powell when he plays. It's like, why is it all far passes past 20 yards? It's 3rd and 7, but we're going for a 20-yard first down throw. Why? Why, Kelsey? Explain to me why when you have an offensive line that can't block, that's hurt, and can't block. But getting back to what I was saying earlier, I keep getting at it. My mind's all over the place because I'm venting right now. When you talk about the trenches, you got your tackles in Christian Darrisaw and Brian O'Neill, and hopefully Brian O'Neill was good, right? He got injured. My whole thing is this. Can we get some dang on guards? Can we get a dang on center? I don't want to see Bradbury. Look, and I don't mean this in no disrespect. I hope the best for every player that I'm naming right now. But I need Sam Darnold to go. I need Bradbury to go. I need Dalton Reisner to go. Blake Brandel, he could be a rotation. If somebody get hurt, we can keep him, but he ain't the starter. You feel me? We need to get our interior offensive line better than it has been over the last few years. We've been talking about the interior offensive line for I don't know how long, y'all. How long has Viking fans been saying and calling out the GM, the coaches about our offensive line? We need to spend the cap money that we have on some of the free agents, and I'm about to put it up on the screen. But we need to get a guard, man. We need to get 2 guards, and we need a center. I don't want no rookie center. I don't want no rookie guard. Maybe 1 rookie guard, but I want it to be veteran center, a veteran. One of them got to be a veteran, bro. 2 out of the 3 interior offensive linemen have to be a veteran. Can't be a rookie. Because I want the best offensive line possible for our rookie J.J. McCarthy, because I want to see J.J. to J.J. But in order for that to happen, we need our offensive line to block a lot better. Can I talk that talk?
Talk that talk.
I really mean that, man. But on top of that, like I said it earlier in this video, on this live, KOC has to give the play calling responsibilities to somebody else. I don't know who, but it has to change for J.J. McCarthy. But I just want people to understand, right? I honestly am very happy with the regular season, right? 14-3 is outstanding, right? But as a Viking fan, as a die-hard Viking fan, I want a dang on Super Bowl, man. I want a Super Bowl. I don't care about the regular season record. As long as we get to the playoffs and we have a chance to win a Super Bowl, I don't care about regular season. I care about what you do in the postseason. Can I talk that talk?
Talk that talk.
I'm tired of losing. I'm from Pennsylvania, right? I got Steeler fans talking trash to me. I got Eagle fans talking trash to me. It's Philly everything over here besides football. I'm a diehard Viking fan from Pennsylvania because of the greatest wide receiver of all time, number 84, Randy Moss, and that's just my opinion. Shout out to Larry Fitzgerald. Shout out to Jerry Rice. Shout out to Terrell Owens. Shout out to all the great wide receivers. But my GOAT at wide receiver is the great Randy Moss, number 84. Now, my thing is this, and I don't mind them talking, but my goodness, man. When you got Steeler fans saying we got 6 Super Bowls, you got these dang on Eagle fans talking crazy like they got 50 Super Bowls. We got a Super Bowl and y'all don't. We got further than y'all and y'all didn't this year. Y'all was 14-3. I'm tired of them talking trash. I want to be able to say, I want to be able to talk my talk to them and be like, y'all ain't about nothing. We just beat y'all. We just got our Super Bowl. I want to be able to say that, man. I want to be able to say we Super Bowl champions one day, man. What's the whole saying? I want a Super Bowl before I die. I'm 34 years old, man. I'm 34 years old. I know I'm not old. I'm just saying. I don't want to be one of, look, and this is no disrespect to the Viking fans that have been fans for the whole day, for a very long time, for over 30, 40 years. There's no disrespect. But I don't want to be like that. I want a Super Bowl, man. Is that so hard to ask for? I just want a dang on Super Bowl. I don't want to be, oh yeah, man. 70 years old and my Vikings keep losing. Like, come on. I don't want that. I don't want that for any Viking fan. I don't want that for any Viking fan. I'm going to get to the comments shortly. But real talk. Like, I don't want to be like this. All right, hold on, y'all. I'm put this. I gotta put. I didn't even put the dang on the thing up. I'm just. But look, 27-9. We lost to a team that got 10 wins. We had 14 wins with a chance with the number 1 seed. We got beat, man. Do y'all understand how we both, like, look, man, I had to talk about it. I had to vent. I'm moving on from this game. I'm moving on, y'all. I'm not going to talk about this game probably. I'm going to try not to. The defense, Jonathan Grenard, shout out to you. Ivan Pace Jr., shout out to you. Harrison Smith, man, I got a lot of respect for you, bro. But you got to go. Hold on, let's get to the free agency, y'all. Let's get to the free agency. Look, man, I'm venting right now, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Mike, you an Eagles fan now. You got nothing to, man, I ain't no Eagles fan, bro. I've been a Viking fan for a long time, and I'm never going to be an Eagle fan. I like some Eagle players, but I would never be an Eagle fan, bro. I don't know why y'all keep trying to do that. I would never be an Eagle fan. It won't happen, and that's just what it is. Let's talk about free agency real quick. Our free agents. Our in-house free agents. What we going to do, y'all? What you thinking? So we got, look, I need y'all to put in the comments. Let's talk about it. Notable free agents. Quarterback Sam Darnold. Is that a yes or a no? We keeping him, or has he got to go? Are we keeping him, or he got to go? Look, I mean this, man. I mean this in no disrespect. Are we keeping Sam Darnold, or does he have to skedaddle? Says Hutchinson, yeah, man, our interior offensive line's been trash, bro. Our offensive, no, we got some no. I want people to see McCarthy in our roster, and they play us. Hold on. I want people to see McCarthy in our roster, and they play us next season. I want McCarthy to say y'all beat Darnold twice. Let's freaking go! Skull to the bowl for that, baby. Skull to the bowl for this comment. This is the comment of the live right here, baby. Shout out to Purple. Shout out to everybody else in the live. I haven't been reading the comments. I got some Lion fans, Funky Lions fan. I tried telling people that. Oh my gosh, how did you miss that punt? Yeah, I don't know how we missed that punt block. That was crazy. But yeah, we got to know. I agree. Now, let's get to left tackle Cam Robinson. No for me. It's a no for me. No for me. I don't want Cam Robinson back, man. I don't want him back. I don't want him to be a backup. I don't want him back. I'm sorry. I have seen enough. Left tackle. We need that left tackle. Our left tackle. Christian Darrisaw. So I don't want to see Robinson. Cam Robinson can go. Skedaddle. Now let's talk about our safety. This is hard right here for me, y'all. This is hard for me to say right here, man. I'm going to keep it all the way real with y'all. This is hard for me to say, bro. You know what I mean? But Harrison Smith might need to retire. And not saying he didn't have a good season, but, bruh, we need to get a little bit younger in the secondary. We need to get a lot younger in the secondary. We got to get Gilmore out of here. Byron Murphy, I guess we going to re-sign him. He had a pretty good season as well. He got I don't know how many interceptions. He got a lot of interceptions. But he not the cornerback number one. We need to find a cornerback number one. And we need to find another safety. So Harrison Smith, I'm sorry, skedaddle. You know what I mean? I love you, Harrison Smith. You one of the best safety that the Vikings ever had. This is no disrespect, but you got to, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? We trying to get better. We trying to win the Super Bowl. All right, so cornerback Byron Murphy. I'm going to say yes on cornerback Byron Murphy, man. I'm going to say yes to that bull, man. I don't think I can let my bull Byron Murphy Jr. go. He had a pretty good season, man. A lot of clutch, you know what I mean? Interceptions at the called game on certain, I think against the Cardinals. A couple of games, man. He was pretty darn good. Now, Stephon Gilmore, skedaddle, brother. It was good while it lasted. It was an emergency signing. And by the way, we're going to have Mekhi Blackmon back. So those who don't know, Mekhi Blackmon is going to be a pretty darn good player this upcoming season. Mekhi Blackmon, I'm cheering for you, brother. Now, let's talk about running back. And look, man, I want the Bull Genti from Boise State. I want us to draft him in the first round if he drops to us. But Aaron Jones, would you keep him? I think we will not keep him. If we do keep him, it has to be a deal that we can't pass up. And he'll be the second string running back. He will not be the starting running back. That's how I look at it. You know what I mean? But it all matters what that thing on guards and centers. We gotta improve that. Now let's talk about Shaq Griffin. Skedaddle, Shaq. It is what it is, bro. Griffin, you gotta go. It is what it is. He gotta go, man. I'm not re-signing Shaq. It is what it is, man. I don't mean that in no disrespect. He can skedaddle, man. Let's go to Jerry Tillery. Now, Jerry Tillery could be a rotational defensive lineman. But this is what I'm scared of, y'all. This is what I'm scared of. We need to get that guy that people fear. We need to get that guy that the opposing interior offensive line fear that he demands a double team. He can stop the run and give you a little bit of a pass rush. You know what I mean? And he's a rotational player. I'm a little, I don't know about him, man. He has some moments, but not enough for me. He can go, bro. For the right price, I'll keep him, though. Now, left guard Dalton Reisner. I'm sorry. I don't want to take a risk. If we sign him, we don't adjust the guard position. That guy got to go. And I'm not saying he was super, super terrible, but he hasn't been the best. He's been, yeah. He was better than Ed Ingram, but he ain't that good. He ain't that good. Let's keep it real. Defensive lineman Jonathan Bullard. All right, Bullard. Well, guess we got to keep somebody in rotation, right? I don't know. That's a question mark. I guess I would keep Jonathan. I don't know, bro. I don't know about that. When it comes to that's another thing. This is so random. I want to see they took a lot out of the NFL, the kickoff returns, man. But I would like to have an explosive kickoff returner, man. Like I'm seeing Brandon Powell. Brandon Powell, I don't know about boy. I think we need to let him go and replace him with another wide receiver in a kickoff return. I want someone that can give us some good yards when need be. When you least suspect it, he can run it to the 50-yard line. You know what I mean? That's what I need. He's not all that. He's just an average punt returner, and I'm cool. I just want someone that could do a little bit more than him. So I'm cool on Brandon Powell. When it comes to Johnny Munt, I like Johnny Munt. Very good catching tight end. I like him. I would keep him. I'm keeping Johnny Munt. Nick Mullen, dang, bro. Because we just signed Daniel Jones. I don't know how the Daniel Jones stuff is going to factor, so that's a big question mark for Nick Mullins. David Quessenberry, he can be a backup. You know what I mean? Backup, that's what he is. Left guard, he can go. Ward, edge rusher, I might keep on rotational player depending on the money. It really depends on the money. If any of these players want too much money, they can all go. For real, we start from scratch. Trent Sherfield Sr. I don't know, man, because I just feel like they didn't give him enough opportunity. I wanted them to try out Tristan Jackson, number 8. They didn't give him no type of playing time, to keep it real with you. I really wish they would have gave him some playing time, but they really didn't. Seen, not my boy. Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody in the building. Could have Hamilton. Yeah, man. Man, we could have had a lot of difference. Gilmore gave Rams a first down. Yeah. He got to go. He got to go, bro. He got to go. Shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you hit that like button if you haven't already. But yeah. So that's a big question mark. So left guard, I already said that. Wards, Trent. Fabian Monroe, depends on the money. Depends on the money. He did have an interception, a game-winning interception. But we're going to see, man. It just depends on the money. When it comes to Hill, I like him. I would keep him. Rotational linebacker. Also, Patrick Jones II. It depends on his injury, bro. He ain't played the last game, and I think he would have been very, very good against the Rams. We needed Patrick Jones II, and he didn't get to play. So it depends on his injury. Is he going to be good? Because he was injured when we needed him the most. I'm just keeping it real. It's unfortunate, and injuries happen, but Patrick Jones was injured when we needed him the most. Cam Akers, running back. It depends what happens with Aaron Jones, but I wouldn't mind keeping Cam Akers for a third-string running back. I think our rookie is going to be our number 1. Number 2, Aaron Jones, depending on the money, or you can switch Cam Akers as number 2 running back. But all right, Daniel Jones, it depends on the money. That's another thing. Brett is already gone, I believe. All right, now Cam Bynum. Now, Cameron Bynum. For the right amount of money, I want him to come back. He's one of my top dudes on defense that I'm just like, yo, we got to try to keep him. But it depends on the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got a lot of holes on this team, and we're not giving all of our money to safeties, bro. We need offensive line help. We need a cornerback. We need another linebacker. We need a defensive tackle. You know what I'm saying? We got some positions we gotta make sure we good with, man. Get into Theo Jackson. I don't know, bro. I think it just depends. I ain't trying to get rid of everybody, but it just depends on the money and what KOC and Quasi is thinking. Ryan Wright, I don't know, bro. I really don't know about the punter, man. He be having some good games, and then he has some games where I'm like, I don't know, man. You gotta pin him in that thing on in the 10-yard line. Does he do that enough for me? I don't know. Jalen Redmond, keep that guy. Jalen Redmond, keep him. I love his energy. I love his motor. He puts in that work. I want Jalen Redmond to come back for the right price, man. And right guard Henry, now he can go because he ain't even get no play time. If he's any worse than what we got right now that was playing, I don't want him. Let's keep it real. Now, let me get to Sam Darnold one more time, and then I'm going to get off this live in a little bit. I'm going to talk about J.J. McCarthy. Now, Sam Darnold, he got to go. He got to go. And I don't want him for a crazy contract. You know, I don't want to keep him. I don't think he should get a crazy contract from the Vikings because we got too many holes as it is. But talking about Sam Darnold, real quick, let me put it up right now. All right, so Sam Darnold, this is what they're saying. He's projected, his market value is at $40 million annually over a new 4-year contract. Stop the cap. Ain't no way.
Stop the cap. Really?
Ain't no way.
The cap.
Ain't no way I'm paying Sam Darnold $40 million. Ain't no way. Which is almost exactly the figure Soluk suggested. That is down nearly 15. I don't care how much it was down from the 50s, whatever it was. He needs to be in the 20s. He needs to be in the $15 million a year for us to even take a look at him. Other than that, I'm happy for Sam Darnold. Go get your money somewhere else, though. Go get your money somewhere else, bro. I don't want you in the purple and gold no more. Hasta la vista, hasta luego, adios, amigo. You got to get the step in, bro. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? You got to go. I'm not paying him $40 million a year. Heck no. It ain't happening. He got to go. Know what I mean? He got to go. So, and I understand Darnold is 27 years old. And he was very good with the Vikings. Yada, yada, yada. But was he good when it counted the most? No. So, and look, it is what it is. People are not going to like what I'm saying. But like I said, I won a Super Bowl. I am tired of losing. And he doesn't have that it factor. I feel like J.J. McCarthy has that it factor. You know, he's a champion, right? Let's put up his stats real quick. And I got to get off in a few minutes. But I'm going to put up these stats real quick. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's put up his stats real quick when it came down to the Michigan versus, and I know this is a little bit old, but it is what it is. He's a winner. He's a champion, right, in college. And I'm going to put up his preseason when he played against the Raiders, and I think he got hurt in that game. So, against Michael Penix Jr., against the Washington Huskies, they won 34-13. I'm not going to say it's so impressive. The 10 of 18, 140 yards, 7.8 average, and yada, 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 no touchdowns. But let me tell you, I'm going to tell you this, man. When it came down to that third downs, when it came down to it, this man's using his feet getting first downs. This man is using his arm. He has a very good arm. His arm, he has a cannon of an arm. He's accurate. And when he needed to make a play, he made the play. So I am excited and ecstatic because J.J. McCarthy is him. Let me talk that talk, y'all. Shout out to everybody in the building.
Talk that talk.
J.J. McCarthy is him. And they did have their running back, Blake Corum. He did this thing, and Donovan Edwards in that game. They both rushed for 100 yards each. And that's why I feel like we do have to have a running game. But I think that he can have a lot more responsibility in the NFL. He's going to have more responsibility in the NFL. But I believe in J.J. McCarthy. There's just certain players that you could just feel got that it factor, have that extra oomph, that extra like, yeah, he got something with him that's a little bit different. You know what I mean? And I truly believe in J.J. McCarthy, man. I truly believe in that. When it comes to the Vikings, his preseason game, I believe he got hurt against the Raiders. The Minnesota Vikings won 24-23. J.J. McCarthy was excellent, 11 of 17 for 188 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. But the thing about it, he didn't finish the game. He would have had his stats would have been even better than that. I believe he just got hurt. Jaron Hall did play in that game. Wow, remember we had Jaron Hall, y'all? And then what happened to Keem Nwangu? Like, did he get hurt? Why wasn't he playing for the Vikings? What happened to Keem, bro? He must have been hurt, bro. He had to have been hurt. But in this game, that bull, Tristan Jackson had 4 catches for 100 yards. This is why I don't understand why he didn't have more opportunity with the Vikings this season. You give Trent Sherfield more opportunity than Tristan Jackson, which I don't understand that. Jalen Nailor, I like Jalen Nailor, but I think Tristan Jackson could have potentially been better if he had more opportunity in the regular season. That's just my opinion. I'm not hating on Jalen Nailor, but I feel like Tristan Jackson should have had more opportunity in the regular season this season. But we'll see what happens next season. But yeah, I think J.J. McCarthy is definitely the guy for the job. And we're going to have to address a lot of holes on this roster. And we're going to see what the Vikings do. We're going to see if Kwesi can cook again in the offseason. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not sure how many picks we got. I think we got like 4 picks, 5 picks, something like that. Right? We don't got that many picks. But a championship caliber team is not always built on just a whole bunch of rookies, bro. A whole bunch of young players. You got to have a mixture of older players and players that have been in the NFL for a year or two and some rookies. We got enough cap room. I think it's roughly like $70 million or something. You know what I mean? Depending on, yeah, I think it's like roughly like $70+ million that we could spend on free agency. And I didn't get the free agency list when it comes to other teams, because we're going to see at the end of the season, we're going to see what's popping, what's happening. You know what I'm saying? But my number one thing in free agency for our rookie quarterback to be successful is I need 2 guards and I need a center. I don't want to see Bradbury no more. That's my number one thing. I want a corner and I want a defensive tackle on defense. Those are my other two things on the other side of the ball, on the defensive side of the ball. So we gotta address those. And I honestly feel like we're going to be so much better if you just address that. And then we gotta hope and pray Christian Darnold is back 100%. Because if he ain't back 100%, that's going to mess up a lot of stuff, bro. So we got to make sure Christian Darnold is 100%. But we're going to think optimistic. We're going to think positive. We're going to think that he will be 100% for this upcoming 2025 season. So that's all I'm going to talk about. And we will be going live Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. Tomorrow, I might not go live because I'm going live today. But I will be live on Friday. And we're going to definitely talk about what's going on. We're probably going to do a mock draft. This is an unfortunate day to talk about the Vikings because we're out of the playoffs. I was expecting us to make a run, and a lot of other Viking fans were expecting us to make a run. And look, I'm not gonna be. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. I understand this season was outstanding when it comes to the regular season, but I'm in the business of winning Super Bowls at this point. I just want a Super Bowl. I want the regular season to be like it's like our preseason till we get to the real season. The real season starts in the postseason. As long as our record in the regular season is good enough to make the postseason, that's pretty much our preseason until we get to the postseason. And then we got to do what we have to do. We have to prove to the world that we're not no freaking pretenders and frauds. Because think about it, man. Like, people think this is why we don't get no respect around the NFL, around everybody. Nobody thinks that the Vikings are ever going to do anything because we were 14-3 and we got knocked out in the first round. Now, my question is, how much better would we have been at home? Would we have won a Super Bowl? A lot of mystery, a lot of question marks. But the performance I seen yesterday night and the adjustments that wasn't made by KOC in the defense in the first half got me thinking, I don't even know if we would have won a Super Bowl even if we had home field advantage. I'm just keeping it real. I don't know. I'm not saying we wouldn't, but my goodness, there wasn't no adjustments being made by KOC. And I'm just hoping for the best. And getting to KOC, I know there's a lot of rumors going around about KOC potentially, signing with a contract extension, right? Shout out to Gil. Yo. Power be fake and moves like going to do something. He running to. Yup. I feel you, bro. I wonder if Dallas Turner and that Rams Turner. Oh yeah, are related. I gotta look into that. No, let Nick Mullins go and possibly be a starter elsewhere. Yeah, I feel you, Brian. All right, getting back to KOC. My whole thing about KOC is this. I'm not on the verge of saying we shouldn't re-sign him, but he has to make some big adjustments and give the responsibility to someone else to be a play caller. Because it's not only good just to have regular season wins, you got to have postseason wins. I know people are going to say, where he won so many games and yada, yada, but we need to win a Super Bowl. So that's all I'm going to say. I would be okay for him to have like a 2-year extension, but anything more than a 2-year, if it goes to 4 or 5 years, I don't know, bro. And then when it comes to Brian Flores, y'all know how I feel about Brian Flores. I like him, but, I just, I'm happy for him if he gets the head coaching job. I'm not going to sit here and say, man, I hope we have him forever, man. I mean, that'd be cool. I like Brian Flores, but if he gets the opportunity, good luck to him, man. But I just hope if he does stay, we get some better players on the defensive side of the ball that can help the defense a lot more. And if we do get that star corner, a shutdown corner like a Sauce Gardner or somebody of that caliber, I feel like the defense, sky's the limit when it comes to our defense, when it comes to our offense. This offense could be so much better. But that's all I got to say. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. Shout out to each and every one of y'all. As always, God bless. Have a wonderful day. I'm out.
My Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me.
Yeah.
My Sports Vibes, thank you for vibing with me. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.
I really do this.
I'm a hybrid fan. I'm a stand-up man.
Yeah.
They be hating on the squads, but they really a fan. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. I'ma talk that talk about the Sixers and the Vikings. Let's go.